Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? This is Wajeeh, and on the previous video there was a super interesting comment, and I will reply to it. This is catching up with, and it's the 26th episode, I believe, yeah, and it's November 9 and it's 8:45 a.m. So yeah, let's get into that comment. So this person is a 21-year-old, and the comment says, totally. The kids these days, spoken as a 21-year-old, are born in the era of convenience, commodity, and entertainment, but at the cost of a lot, like thought, boredom, social connection, and sincerity. Even though I was born into the age of the internet, I still do remember life without all the modern conveniences that presently surround us. Me too. And my memory of that time is very precious to me. Life was a lot more simple, private. I am deeply worried for the younger generations and for critical thought as a whole. If I'm being honest, I'm currently writing an assignment about the book Simulacra and Simulation by Jean Baudrillard. I can't pronounce it, but pardon my pronunciation. For my philosophy class, and it just couldn't be more relevant despite being written in 1981. I totally recommend it. I'll be very honest with you. Simulation and simulacra, it took me about an hour to completely understand. And just want to thank you for that. I never really knew the terms, but I understood the simulacra. I was living in the simulacra. And so for people out there who are listening, I'll try to make an explanation as easy as possible. I would highly recommend, if anyone wants to go and listen to what it is. I listened to a couple of videos, but the one that was the easiest to understand was by where's his name? I saw his name. Was by, where is he? Yeah, there he is. Let me just let me just show you the video itself so you can find it, in case I freaking butcher the name. It's from Chase Hughes Official. That's the YouTube channel. And if I could show you, it's this. It says, "I'll prove it. The simulation is real." Man, dude. So simulation is what we are experiencing. It's the reality, and simulacra is like copies, like fake reality. It's like simulacra represents the fake reality. For example, if I look in the mirror is the first simulacra, you could say, right? And I am the reality. I am me. Now there are stages of simulacra. The number one stage is it's the original representation of the reality. The second stage is where the simulation, the reality is one step further from reality, where it's edited or it looks different. There's more things added to it. The third stage is where it just doesn't represent what reality really was. Now it looks completely different. And the fourth stage is that it just becomes reality, and it's completely off the hook. It's not even connected to what it really represented. Now the fourth stage is a reality itself. And if we take that concept, we look at these, let's say, celebrities or food products, even social media is now the first simulacra, or you could even say the second simulacra, because we are reaching that stage, right? Of us, it's representing us, but we are curating it, making it look, much better, or something completely different at most times. And like I was thinking, like, is it bad? Is it good? And I honestly, I would say that there's two ways to look at it. One, where if you look at it and you call it bad, it will affect you. You will start questioning everything and calling everything fake in a way. And the second is where we we categorize stuff. So certain things are not supposed to be manipulated, or to be called, or to be, made into these different simulacras, while other things could perhaps benefit from the simulacra. And it's honestly very complicated to differentiate, because it's like even the fourth stage of simulacra is jumping into the first stage of simulacra. It's like not the fourth stage, then it's like fifth, sixth, seventh, and it's like a endless loop of reality in a way. So yeah, like I remember the times when I used to. I'm not much older, but I'm older than you. But I remember when I was growing up, we didn't have we didn't have the internet, we didn't have any phones, and we used to play arcade games. Honestly, not even arcade games, pardon, 2D games, like, and it was just maybe, you know, after school you got like an hour or something. And yeah, even those times were very simple, and there was no, all the people around us were not, were walking around, just walking. Now we see a person walking around, either he has the phone in front of him, or he has those earphones. And it's almost like, we getting further away from reality? That should be the question, right? And is it bad? And I think about it in this way: we are finite creatures, and we will die eventually. Should we suffer in the consequences of thinking, as long as it's not harming or causing, harm, as long as it's not causing harm or causing pain to anyone, I think it's okay. But when we start involving pain and other bad stuff, like you start basically, I hope you get what I'm trying to say, like you're affecting someone. I think that's where you draw the line and you draw the boundary, and you're like, not this, not this, right? I think we should learn to navigate, just like how in the video the guy says, Hughes, pardon man, I can't remember the official Hughes, what's his name? I don't want to, Chase Hughes, yeah. As Chase Hughes says, I think I wouldn't call it rebel, but I will call it, the way to claim your reality would be to just stop indulging in it. Take a step back, go back into nature, go for hiking, force yourself out of the current simulacra and jump into the reality by essentially forcing yourself. I think that's where I stand, honestly. And if we look at it from this perspective of simulacra, there's just like my brain is starting to lag in a way. Like I feel like a headache coming on because I'm just thinking the amount of fucking loops, man. Like, how do we know what's reality then? In a way, we could trace it back to where we remember it, right? But buildings didn't used to look like buildings, perhaps. They were huts. And then we can go further back. People were maybe just digging holes in the ground and living there, like Lord of the Rings and shit, you know? Or perhaps they were just living in trees, you know? I'm just like, if we, do you get what I mean, right? It's like perhaps we could even question reality itself, but that would just lead us where? To our own demise. And I think this is where what I was saying, like you can categorize what's right and what's wrong. So let's say living in a house that has air conditioning and more benefits, more benefits, more safe, more spacious, more clean, is a good simulacra as compared to perhaps living in a simulacra where the house is bad. Let's say it has fucking poltergeist or some shit. You know, you have fucking demons in there, or you have some squatters living in there. Those like bad scenarios of that house. The roof is not well. The rain fucking pours in. Any of the sockets you touch, you get a shock from it. Like those simulacras are bad. But this simulacra where everything is good, and it's better than living in the in the hut house, right? So this is a good improvement. This is a good reality of the simulacra. It's an improvement, you could say. While perhaps going in an excessively good thing might be bad. I think overindulgence is bad. Finding that balance, that's where the spot hits. I think this is where I think everyone can shake hands and say it's good for everyone. So I think it's good as long as it's not hurting anyone, causing physical or mental harm. I think mental harm to a certain extent is self-induced because it's your beliefs or perhaps your beliefs are based on your experience, right? So the mental part is a bit complicated because you see retard people out there, right? Like LGBTQers or like fucking people who think they're ice cream or some shit. And I think they went unhinged on the simulacra. They just went fucking, you know, they got corrupted in a way. And I'm not saying hurting those people's mental image is a good thing, but letting them wake up to reality is certainly something we should fucking definitely look into because at the end of the day, those are humans too, and perhaps it's our job to look at the good and the bad simulacras and pick and choose. Because the bad simulacras are also affecting other people. So perhaps we can point at them and say that's bad so other people realize this and understand this whole concept. And again, I just want to thank you because let me just look at your name again because this was very fascinating. Made me think about a lot of things. And it's just like you can understand more things now because of this. And essentially, I was thinking about this, but I didn't know the term, the simulacra. That's the term. How there are symptoms, but there's no underlying condition. So yeah, again, I just want to thank you. 89 Stromboli, Ella. Thank you, Ella. And yeah, that was the comment. Amazing. Really, really, yeah. So, yeah, man. I'll jump on to other topics now. Like, I was thinking about this, and this might be a bit, I wanted to think about this. Why do women impersonate men? I have little sisters, and I have older sisters as well. Something I noticed, my older sisters, they they impersonate, not 100%, but definitely some part of them, they impersonate the the standards of men, perhaps. And then if we go into simulacra again, it's like perhaps the women and the men as well are being affected by their own realities, like this false simulacras, where perhaps this might be very controversial, but where women are essentially working exactly like men, and then where perhaps men are working, let's say, exactly like women, and perhaps their simulacras are being fucked with. They're being affected by something, and social media could be one. And again, I don't hate women or I don't hate men. I'm just saying the reality, the reality, what is it? Because I'm 100% sure the fucking reality that currently is around us, especially the social media and the news and whatever the fucking rest of the world is, the editing, the is all a slightly downhill bad simulacra of what it actually is. Look at it. First, we started with women, right? Why do women impersonate men? I kept thinking about is maybe it's their insecurities, or maybe they want to be, or someone at some point somehow told them like we should be equal to men. But perhaps what they needed to hear was we should be better women. And I would argue the same for men too. It's not like I'm just criticizing women. It's like perhaps men, all they wanted to hear was that you you can do this. This is temporary, whatever you're feeling or doing. And I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. But you don't have to become a woman to to like feel better in a way. Like it's very hard for me to explain the exact points, and I apologize to anyone if I'm not clearly speaking. Like it's maybe because of the quiet corruptions of norms, perhaps. How what were the norms? What was the reality? Like if I'm being very clear, women were supporters, were helpers, were nurturers, were caregivers, and men were the soldiers, the warriors, the defenders, the protectors. And somewhere, some way, the reality got fucked with. And the quiet corruption of norms. I think that's what, maybe due to social media, because social media does, you know, show a lot of things that are not real, both for men and women. Like, it pushes women to be more men-like and pushes men to be more woman-like. And I think women are more easily manipulated, and so are men. But the older you get, the more grounded are in your own you are in your own reality. So the people who are on social media, who are kids, who are young, who are in their teens or in their 20s or in their young adult life, they're perhaps more easily manipulated by these fake norms on social media, where women are being pit against men and men are pit against women, and then there is money, and then there is religion, and then there is, you keep adding on top of it. It's just like endless ways to just let them fight, you know. Yeah, I mean, look at fucking men, bro. Men are wearing woman dresses. Like, you see the award shows, I remember, where Jaden Smith was fucking wearing like a dollhouse on his head. It's like, what the fuck? I get it. When did fashion become this weird? Like, fashion was supposed to be cool. Like, you wear a leather jacket with a white shirt, and you wear a nice cap, and you have a cigar on you, or you have a smoke pipe on you, and that used to be cool, and that is still cool, you know. Now you wear a tight pink latex suit, and that's cool. What the fuck? You wear lipstick, okay, for men, and you pierce the living shit out of your dick or your ass, and that's cool. Or, I'm not saying it's not, but overdoing it. Like, you see people who tattoo themselves. I guess cool. Looks cool. But then you see these fucking people who are looking like Predator versus Alien. They're like, bro, you just fucking changed your whole skin color. Now you're a tattoo. Like, what do we call you? Ink? Like, what is this? Like, it's a blue human. What the fuck? Even his eyes are blue. You saw that guy? He fucking changed his shape of his head. He has no ears. He has no nose. He has no lips. I mean, he has no eyebrows. Like, bro, if you don't have eyebrows, you're gay. I'm sorry. For men, bro, fucking draw them, you know. Take a pen, draw. Okay? And, like, at what point? Like, just because I smoke a cigar doesn't mean I should become a cigar, right? Oh, imagine me in a goddamn, like, looking like a cigar, you know. Imagine I'm just in this cigar and just talking to you. It's essentially pretty much the same for these overly tattooed guys. And I'm talking about the people who are just modifying themselves. They are becoming the simulacra. They are accepting it. It's odd, very odd. Nobody's calling it out, by the way, because I think everyone is affected by some false reality, by some manipulation of it. So there's the saying, like, if a generation is it was a it was like, if one generation wears shorts every now and then, let's say, for example, the second generation will think that shorts are the norm, and then the third generation will think perhaps they should wear shorter. And it was something along those lines, where it's not like they're perhaps wearing They wanted to change to pants or something, but they wanted to overindulge on it in a way. Perhaps not the perfect example that I gave there, but yeah, it's along those lines. It's along those lines. Man, I want to look at some men wearing woman dresses. Look at this bitch. Look at this motherfucker. Look at him. What the fuck? He has everything right, by the way. Long hairs. I swear to God, I told you. Doesn't have fucking eyebrows. Gay. Called it. Look at this. Man, this is like complete fucking. Look at this. Why? Why? Why can't you just wear this? You know, this is a good simulacra. This is a good example of simulacra. And then you look at this fucking retard, you know, and like, what the fuck? High heels. Why? Weren't shoes good enough? Fucking, let me just take off my. These are fucking good. This is good. This is good simulacra, you know. What is this? The Crocs, you know. This is good. Why do you want to put some heels on this, man? Why? Why do you want to wear high heels? Like, that's for women. Why blur the lines? I don't get it. Like, where does this concept of merging begin? Where does it begin? I genuinely, honestly believe, I think if you think hard enough and long enough that you're in the wrong body, or you're not a woman, you're a man, I think your mind accepts it and your body starts reacting that way. I think that's where perhaps you see this transgenderism. Perhaps nobody course corrected them, and these people were in isolation. I'm just saying, you could put it as a theory out there. And these people were isolated and made long enough, assured long enough that what they were thinking, what they were doing was right because they were feeling it, and they justified it because they were feeling it, and nobody corrected them. And perhaps that's why they have boobs now and their dicks just fell off. Yeah. Look at this, man. Fucking Indian guy. Come on, man. Bro, tell me, what part of this is fucking nasty, bro? He has chest hair growing on his fucking shoulders. What the fuck? And it's not just these guys. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker. He's dressed like an undertaker, but he's wearing this skirt type of shit, like some air hostess. Jeez, man, you're wearing the cool hat, the cool jacket, the good shoes, but you wanna be gay inside wearing this goddamn air attendant dress? And this guy's fucking short. What the fuck? When did. God damn. They just made him short for no reason. I don't get it. Sorry. I know. And I'll show you over tattooed guys too. Fully tattoo. Look at this. He just drew himself a new reality on himself. He's like the living simulacra, bro. Oh, I think he shouldn't, like, honestly, at this point, I don't think he should be wearing a cap. He should just tattoo the cap, you know? Fuck it. Tattoo the headphones as well. Like, what the fuck? Look at this. This fucking guy is from the Lord of the Rings, bro. He's like, what's his name? Precious, the guy, Golem's brother. This is Golem's brother, long lost elder brother. We found him. Fucking, yeah. What is this? A cinnamon man? You know, powdered cinnamon man? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Look, at this point, look, at this point, it's still like, okay, maybe it's a little too much, but it looks cool. You know, this looks cool. But then you start looking like fucking Golem, you know, or a Mr. Tattoo My Reality Simulacra level 1, the living simulacra. It's just like, what the fuck? Then look at this. Fucking gay elf. The dark gay elf. I'm sorry I'm calling all these guys out, but it's like, what is. This guy just like saw Aquaman and was just like, fuck it. Let me become him, the Aquaman himself. And he just tattooed himself fucking scales and. God damn, bro. God damn. You just looking at them is, bro, imagine you're walking out there, it's dark, you know, and this fucking guy walks past you. I'm sorry. If he's this tatted up, I'm gonna be scared, bro. Like, I'm gonna be on guard, like ready to throw sand or my Crocs. Anything. Anything just to fucking run. Because at that point, bro, my mind will be just playing tricks on me. It's gonna be like, that's a demon or that's Satan. Because in the dark, you don't really realize. And yeah, look at this. Like, tattooing everywhere wasn't enough. So he made sure to put a squiggly fucking pink line on his head of his own hair. He doesn't even have proper hair, by the way. Look at his hairs, you know. What is this? It's like my toothbrush, you know? Like, if my toothbrush gets like a month old, it starts looking like this motherfucker's head. It's fucked up, it's like bent, it's like the continents divide shit. Like, his head is. Look at this fucking toothbrush looking. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. God damn, bro. Look at this. She looks like a troll. You know, I was talking about men, I'll talk about women too. She looks like a troll. She's like straight up from World of Warcraft. Straight up from World of Warcraft. What the fuck? Bro, that's not human anymore. I'm sorry. If you get offended, I'm sorry. Fuck you. This is not human. No. No, no, no. Fuck you. This is not human. Go fuck yourself. Look at this. Not human. This is not human. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting this. Fucking crazy, bro. No, no more. I can't do this shit. It's gonna blow my head off. Yeah. I can't even end it like properly at this point because it's fucking with my head. But you know, I'm just gonna end it with something from my Instagram feed. I usually save up all of my good stuff. I have a pretty clean feed and I keep it clean. So I'll end it with this because I kept it safe here. Yeah, even though the fucked up reality is there, I'll read the post now. Never stop, not for anything, not for anyone, not for any fucking reason. You don't know if you'll ever win. Nobody does. But trading the agony of the pursuit for the slow, quiet death of a life unlived is a pain more potent than any failure. So, what option do you have other than to push? Push again, push again, push harder, push forever until your last breath, until the universe breaks, until something gives. Maybe it never does, but let the outcome be what what it will. Let the outcome be what it will. Don't care what comes of it. Care that you poured yourself into the mission. You gave it your all in a world where most never try. Most never even try. That's a very, nobody really does anything. Yeah, and that's it. But never fucking go crazy with, you know,